Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Hailianna Grace, and today we will be doing a hands-free yoga float together. So whenever you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. To begin in today's class, just totally relieving any weight off of our wrists, you can come down into a comfortable seat, crossing the legs, and you can rest your palms on your knees or maybe your thighs, wherever is comfortable for you today. You can also flip the palms up if that relieves any strain for you. And you can start to slowly dip the chin, maybe soften the gaze or close the eyes. And throughout our practice, we will be breathing in and out through our nose, so you can start playing around with that. Just starting to tune into our breath here. Maybe you can start to pay attention to how the breath is feeling in the body today. Maybe notice where your breath might be catching on your in-breath and on your out-breath. Maybe attempt to soften in any of those areas. Working to lengthen our inhales and exhales here. And as you're ready, you can start to open the eyes if they were closed. And you can keep the hands as they are, or maybe flip the palms so they're resting on the thighs or the knees. And we'll start to draw some circles with our chin, starting at the bottom, really dipping our chin into our chest here. Start to draw some circles, drawing to the right shoulder, up to the sky, circling around to face the left, and lowering the chin to the left shoulder, back to center, and just flowing like this with your own breath, never forgetting to breathe here. Just drawing these big circles with our chins. And as you're ready, when you come back to center, you can start to go the other way. Starting at the left shoulder and moving to the right. And the next time you come back to center, find stillness, gently lifting your head so your chin is parallel to the floor. And we'll maybe walk the right fingertips down away from our right hip. And we'll let the left ear come down to the left shoulder, coming into this long, lengthening neck stretch along the right side of our neck. Taking a few deep breaths here in through the nose. And exhaling out through the nose. Inhale, come back to center. You can extend the left fingertips out away from the left hip now. And let your right ear come down to the right shoulder. Taking a few breaths now, feeling that long stretch on the left side of our neck. On your next inhale, come back to center. Bring the palms back onto the knees for a moment. And we'll start to bring the soles of the feet together. Right in front of us, coming into this butterfly Baddha Konasana shape. And you can get tall here, lengthening out through the low back. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And you might stay here today, maybe resting the palms on the knees, maybe facing the palms up, whatever is comfortable for you, and your hands and your wrists. And maybe if it's comfortable for you, you can walk the arms out forward, coming into a Baddha Konasana forward fold, facing the palms up. Maybe you face them down. Really just listening to your body today. Taking deep inhales and full out breaths. Feeling that stretch in the hips wherever you are. Maybe the stretch in the inner thighs. Inhale as you're ready, coming back up if you are folded forward. And we'll start to come up onto our feet. So standing up, however you need to. Coming to stand at the top of our mats, feet are hips width apart. Feet are parallel to one another, and the palms can face forward to the front of the room. Grounding down into both feet, into all four corners. Maybe lift the toes and then let them grip the mat as they come back down, feeling the arches in your feet lift off the mat. Inhale, we'll circle the arms down, around, and up. Maybe gaze up as the palms touch. And on your out breath, let the palms come down to heart center. You can dip the chin softly again and maybe close the eyes here. Making sure our tailbone is lengthening down towards the spot between our heels and our shoulders are relaxed down the back. And today in this hands-free class, whatever your reason may be for clicking on this video and doing this practice with me, just know that no matter what is going on in your body, you can always find peace, make time for yourself on your mat. Maybe you have an injury, and just know that today you do not need to stress about hurting it further or feeling pain. You can completely give in to this practice today and be here in this moment. And as you're ready, start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. And we'll let the palms come down to our sides and inhale, circle them down, around, and up once more. And this time we'll swan dive forward, bending in the knees, coming down, folding forward into Uttanasana. And remember, throughout the practice, you can have your palms rest on the back of the shins here, maybe the knees, bending in the knees a lot. And you can let the crown of the head go, letting it face the mat. Deep, full breaths here. Maybe shift your weight a little bit into the toes, making sure the weight is evenly through all the feet. And we'll inhale our halfway lift, keeping that bend in the knees. Draw the shoulders down the back. Halfway lift. Gaze to the mat beneath you. And exhale, fold. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly come up to standing. Circling the arms down, around, and up. This time we'll continue to gaze to the front of the room. And we'll be going into some Hailianna high lunges. So if you'd like, you can keep your arms up above your head, long and straight, or you can take them palms to touch at heart center, wherever is serving you. As you're ready, shift your weight into your right foot, starting to really ground in, and inhale that left knee up off the mat, a little bit of a balance. And as you're ready, lean forward slightly as you extend that left foot back, coming onto the ball of your left foot, really bending in that right front knee, keeping it directly over the right ankle and right heel. Maybe lengthen your stance a little bit, adjust yourself as you need to. Keeping that back leg strong and straight, kicking out through that left back heel. And if you'd like, you can bring your arms up overhead now, if they weren't already, or stay as you are with palms to touch in prayer. Deep breaths here. Feel the belly fill up with air. Maybe your chest rises. And on the exhale, let the shoulders soften. Feeling how our lower body is working, warming up, and how the upper body is nice and soft. And as you're ready, we'll drop the right arm down to our sides and reach energetically through the left fingertips over to the right. Feeling this nice long stretch in the left seam of our body. Deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center. And as you're ready, leaning forward, come back up if you can, bringing your knee with you. And exhale, let that left foot come back down onto the mat, palms in prayer. We'll take a few grounding breaths here before moving on to the other side. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, bend in the knees, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, slowly come up to standing. Head is the last thing to come up. And doing whatever arm variation is comfortable for you today. Shifting our weight into that left foot, really gripping the mat with the toes, feeling the arch lift off the mat. Bring your right knee up. And as you're ready, leaning forward a little bit, send that right foot back, coming onto the ball of that right foot, kicking out through that right heel, keeping that right leg strong and straight. Left knee is directly over the left ankle. Full breath in through the nose. And exhale, soften the shoulders. Maybe bend a little bit deeper in the front knee. Exhale, let the left hand come down along your side and reach through the right fingertips over to the left side of the room now. Feeling that long stretch along the right seam of the body. Inhale, come back to center. And as you're ready, leaning forward, lift yourself up. Maybe your knee comes with you, still balancing a little bit. And exhale, let that right foot come down to meet the left. Palms to touch at heart center. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. And exhale, fold over the legs, bend in the knees. Letting the neck and the crown of the head go. Just letting your crown of the head face the mat. And maybe if it's comfortable for you, you can grab opposite elbows. Maybe gently sway side to side in this ragdoll fold. And don't forget your breath. As you're ready, you can find stillness here, coming back to center, letting the palms come down. And we'll bend in the right knee, and we'll inhale, open, twist, Uttanasana, the left arm high to the sky. Maybe gaze up at the palm if it doesn't hurt your neck. Full breath here. And on your next out breath, come back down, straightening that right leg, bend in the left knee. And inhale, the right arm high to the sky, open twist on the other side in our Uttanasana. And exhale, arm can come back down, straightening both legs. Inhale your halfway lift. And exhale, we'll bend in the knees a lot, coming down however you need to, onto our mats, onto our seats. And we'll widen the legs out, facing the wide edge of our mat. Widening your legs appropriately for your body today and how it is feeling. Coming to sit on the front edge of our sits bones. Take your time to adjust yourself, being easy on your hands. And whenever you get comfortable, lengthen out through your spine, pressing into the thighs. And if you'd like, you can stay here or start to walk your hands out forward, coming into a forward fold. Palms can face up here. And remember to flex powerfully through all four corners of both feet, pressing the thighs and shins into the mat. This will create some more space in your low back. And taking nice full breaths here. As you're ready, if you are folded forward, you can start to walk your hands over to the left, folding over your left leg. For a few breaths. Still flexing through that right foot, don't forget about it. And as you're ready, start to walk back to center, and then over to the right side. And maybe you notice a difference in the sides. Maybe one side felt a little bit more open than the other. Just observing. Inhale, come back to center. And if you're folded, you can gently come back up, straightening your back. And as you're ready, we'll bring the legs to touch, extended straight out in front of us, still flexing through all four corners of the feet. And we'll take a nice little twist here, keeping those 2 feet in line with one another. We'll open out to the right, using our right fingertips maybe as a kickstand if that's comfortable for you, and gazing to the right side of the room. Really keeping the feet in that same spot will really help the twist so your hands aren't doing any work. Inhale, come back to center. And as you're ready, open up to the left now. Checking in with your feet again, making sure they're flexed and in the same spot. And with each inhale, you can imagine you're getting taller. And each exhale, maybe you're twisting a little further. Inhale, come back to center. And we'll start to set ourselves up to come down onto our backs completely. However you need to get there, take your time. Coming down onto our backs. And before we settle into Shavasana, we're going to do one of my new favorite poses. It's called banana pose. So we'll inhale the arms up overhead. And digging into your heels, shift your hips over to the right as much as you can. And you can walk your feet to the left. And maybe start to curve your upper back and shoulders to the left as well. Creating this banana shape, feeling the stretch along the right side body. We'll take 3 full breaths here. And as you're ready, start to walk your shoulders back and your hands to center, bringing your feet back and digging into the mat with your heels. Shift your hips back to center and then shift them over to the left side, walking the feet to the right. And shifting your upper body and arms to the right until you're comfortable and you can feel that stretch. 3 full breaths here. As you're ready, start to bring your feet back to center, your upper back, digging into the mat with your heels once more to shift your hips back to center, just realigning your body. And you can leave the arms as they are, up and overhead, or bring them out wide into a goalpost shape, or even extending the hands out straight, coming into a T shape. And we'll bring our feet to the mat, bending in the knees. Shift our hips over to the left side a little bit. Bring the knees into our chest and then let them fall to the right. Coming into a supine twist. As you're ready, bring your feet back to the mat, lifting the knees up. Bring your hips back to center, and then move them over to the right side, letting the knees come down to the left. Supine twist on the other side here. And as you're ready, bring the feet back to the mat, adjusting your hips to center, and we'll take our savasana. So extending our legs out straight, maybe widening them a little bit, letting the feet fall away from one another. You can keep your arms out wide or above your head, or extend them down alongside your body with the palms facing up. And maybe you adjust the shoulders to glide down the back a little bit easier. And you can dig into your heels wherever you are, rounding through the spine slightly, just so your low back can come and meet the mat. And you can close the eyes and start to let the control over your breath go. Relaxing in the face now, the spot between our brow, the jaw, letting the eyes roll back. And starting to focus on the rise and fall of our bellies. And we'll be in this shavasana for 10 full breaths. Start to invite some movement back into the body, wiggling our fingers and toes. Bringing one knee into the chest and then the other. Maybe giving yourself a gentle hug here, letting the back rock side to side so it's getting a bit of a massage. Keeping the eyes closed, you can fall to the right, using your right forearm as a pillow, and gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat, bringing the palms to touch at heart center. Dipping the chin. And you can start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked today's class, please give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time I post a new upload and a new class. And if you'd like to support me further, you can go to the link in the drop box below, and you can buy me a coffee and Sonia here a doggy cookie. From my heart to yours, namaste.